Briefing for November 9, 2024. House fire in southwest Las Vegas claims 4 lives. According to multiple reports, a severe house fire occurred in southwest Las Vegas on October 24, 2024, resulting in the deaths of 2 adults and 2 children. Following the incident, local residents called 911 for help. Recordings revealed that neighbors could hear screams from inside the house and were concerned that the fire would spread to other homes. The fire department responded quickly, but it was too late, and the 4 family members tragically lost their lives. The victims included 43-year-old Abdul, 48-year-old Ibrahim, 7-year-old Anaya, and 6-year-old Aaliyah Adem. 2 other family members, Senait Adem and 5-year-old Amani Adem, survived. Senait jumped out of a 3rd-floor window. John Steinbeck, the chief of the Las Vegas Fire Department, stated that the investigation into the cause of the fire is expected to take several months. The local community held a funeral for the victims to express their condolences. Overall, this tragic house fire has drawn widespread attention, highlighting the importance of enhancing fire prevention and emergency measures. The investigation results are anticipated to provide valuable insights and lessons. Briefing: Tesla CEO Musk partners with Trump to control the U.S. government. Key points *. 1. Following Trump's election as president, Musk is expected to be appointed as the chair of the Government Efficiency Committee, responsible for auditing the finances and performance of the entire federal government to improve efficiency. This would grant Musk, the world's richest person, significant influence in the government, raising serious conflict of interest concerns. 2. Musk has long sought political influence by donating millions to Trump's campaign. After Trump's election, Musk and his companies may potentially evade federal investigations and charges. 3. Reports have emerged that Musk has had secret contacts with Russian President Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping, including requests not to activate SpaceX's internet services for Taiwan, which could jeopardize U.S. national security. 4. Musk has been disseminating extreme right-wing and pro-Trump misinformation on social media platform X, becoming one of the largest spreaders of online false information. Summary *. After Trump's election, Musk will play a significant role in the government, allowing the billionaire to leverage his vast wealth and influence to advance his interests, potentially endangering U.S. democracy and national security. This concentration of power raises serious conflict of interest issues that require widespread attention and oversight. National Geographic Magazine, December 2024, Briefing. Theme * National Geographic Magazine, December 2024 edition. Overview *. The December 2024 edition of National Geographic Magazine focuses on the 25 must-visit destinations for 2025, featuring diverse travel experiences ranging from island adventures in Stockholm to rock climbing in India's Suru Valley. These destinations are not only picturesque but also emphasize positive impacts on local residents, tourists, and the natural environment. Additionally, the magazine includes a 100-page winter sports guide, offering readers inspiration from the most thrilling ski resorts in the U.S. to beginner-friendly ski destinations in the Alps. Noteworthy content includes the new route of the Eastern and Oriental Express in Malaysia, the intertwining of facts and legends in Iceland's highlands, the preservation of traditional crafts in the Cook Islands, indigenous cultural experiences in Central America, and the unique charm of cities like Muscat, Riga, Pembrokeshire, and Toronto. This issue also features the latest hotel openings, a guide to winter aurora viewing, practical travel information about the Grand Egyptian Museum in Cairo, and unique perspectives from authors and hosts of the Geography Channel. Overall, the December 2024 edition of National Geographic Magazine presents readers with the most exciting destinations and experiences for exploration in 2025, providing rich travel insights and practical advice to prepare for upcoming New Year travels. Briefing: Forbes magazine report The Influence of Finance KOL Vivian Tu. 1. Vivian Tu is a finance KOL with 2.6 million followers, who explains the impact of Federal Reserve interest rate cuts on ordinary people on TikTok. She affectionately refers to Fed Chair Powell as Fed Daddy, introducing her followers to changes in loan interest rates post-cut. 2. In an October video, Vivian too explained how to determine whether to refinance loans. She also shared a photo with NBA star Shaquille O'Neal on social media, along with lifestyle advice on European travel, luxury purchases, and prenuptial agreements. 3. Vivian too has successfully attracted a large following of young users through her in-depth financial knowledge and lifestyle content. She has become a prominent opinion leader in the finance sector, reflecting the significant role of personal KOLs in disseminating financial knowledge and guiding consumer trends in the social media era. Briefing: Career journey of Fortune magazine reporter Alex. Alex is a seasoned finance journalist with extensive experience at several well-known media outlets. She has worked as a writer for CNET Money, Money.com, and Time magazine, covering news and retirement and investment. Her work has also been published in Fortune, InStyle, and Travel Plus Leisure. Additionally, Alex has been involved in social media and digital content production for NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt and New York One. Alex graduated from the City University of New York's Graduate School of Journalism and Villanova University. She enjoys outdoor activities, such as hiking and tennis, and loves observing her neighbor's dog. Currently, Alex resides in Los Angeles and no longer misses life in the New York subway. Overall, Alex is an experienced and versatile finance journalist who has worked for several prominent media outlets, accumulating rich professional experience. She enjoys outdoor sports and currently lives in Los Angeles, having moved on from her life in New York. Briefing: Content analysis of Bloomberg Businessweek magazine. Overview *. Bloomberg Businessweek magazine recently published a series of articles exploring the important question, why is this happening? These articles analyze the issue from various angles, providing readers with comprehensive and in-depth insights. Key points *. 1. Ensure that your browser supports JavaScript and cookies, and that they are not blocked from loading. This is a prerequisite for accessing article content. 2. The articles remind readers to review the terms of service and cookie policy for more related information. 3. The articles repeatedly pose the core question, why is this happening, guiding readers to think and seek answers. 4. The content is concise and clear, avoiding excessive redundancy, and highlighting the key aspects of the issue. Summary *. Bloomberg Businessweek magazine guides readers to deeply consider the important question, why is this happening, through a series of concise and impactful articles. The articles remind readers to pay attention to technical requirements while encouraging them to consult relevant policies for a comprehensive understanding of the issue's causes and effects. The overall content is straightforward and emphasizes the key points, providing readers with valuable insights. Scientific briefing: the dual challenges facing pregnant women during the pandemic. Summary *. Since the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2020, the scientific and medical communities have focused on the severe complications that pregnant women may face after contracting the virus. Research has found that COVID-19 infection may increase the risk of pregnant women developing gestational hypertension, i.e., preeclampsia, a dangerous obstetric complication. Both preeclampsia and severe COVID-19 can lead to multiple organ dysfunction and hypertension, sharing similar pathophysiological mechanisms involving the vascular regulatory system and ACE2 receptors. To accurately differentiate between these two conditions, researchers have identified several biomarkers that can help distinguish whether a pregnant woman is suffering from preeclampsia or severe COVID-19. This differentiation is crucial for timely and appropriate treatment measures. Worryingly, maternal mortality rates in Brazil surged during the pandemic, partly due to delays in diagnosing and treating preeclampsia. Experts emphasize the need for close monitoring and diagnosis of pregnant women to achieve the goal of reducing maternal mortality to no more than 30 per 100,000 by 2030. The pandemic has highlighted the importance of preventing and controlling preeclampsia. In conclusion, these studies indicate that the COVID-19 pandemic presents dual challenges for pregnant women, requiring them to contend with both COVID-19 infection and the risk of complications such as preeclampsia. The medical community needs to enhance comprehensive monitoring and timely diagnosis of pregnant women to mitigate the rising trend of maternal mortality during the pandemic. Briefing: surge in carbon emissions from private jets raises concerns. Article summary *. 1. According to a new study published in Nature, carbon emissions from private jets surged by 46% from 2019 to 2023. Approximately 250,000 super-rich individuals emitted 17.2 million tons of CO2 in 2022, equivalent to the annual emissions of 67 million people in Tanzania. 2. Private jet emissions account for 1.8% of total aviation emissions, but this small fraction reflects a severe inequity issue. The study found that the highest-emitting private jet users have annual emissions exceeding 500 times the global per capita emissions. 3. Researchers are calling for a tax equivalent to $200 per ton of emissions damage on private jet emissions to curb this issue. Some have suggested outright banning the use of private jets. 4. The U.S. is the country with the highest concentration of private jet usage, accounting for 68% of the global total. Alaska has the highest per capita private jet usage, with 5,000 flights per 100,000 people. 5. Researchers point out that the issue of private jet emissions cannot be overlooked, as even a small percentage of total emissions reflects a significant inequity problem. Addressing this issue requires systemic policy changes rather than relying solely on individual behavioral changes. Overall, this study reveals the alarming reality of soaring carbon emissions from private jets, sparking discussions about inequity and the need for systemic solutions. The article emphasizes the most critical information points and succinctly summarizes the main findings and implications of the research, achieving a complete and focused presentation. Briefing: 2024 New York Marathon, a mix of joy and controversy. The New York Marathon took place as scheduled last weekend, attracting hundreds of runners to this classic event. In addition to the runners, a large number of spectators came to cheer for friends, family, and fellow competitors. One spectator named Diana provided a unique refreshment at the 22-mile mark: Prosecco and candy. A runner named Justin, after receiving this refreshment, drank from the cup and smashed it on the ground, preparing to sprint the final 4 miles. This moment was captured by Diana and posted on TikTok, sparking lively discussions among netizens. Although drinking during a marathon is not scientifically advisable, this incident added a touch of fun and joy to the event. Ultimately, Diana and Justin connected through social media and became new friends. Meanwhile, another article reported a more serious incident. U.S. prosecutors revealed that the Iranian government instructed an agent to assassinate former President Trump weeks before the 2024 election. This plot was timely discovered and disclosed by U.S. authorities, indicating that Trump still faces threats from Iran after leaving office. Overall, these articles vividly depict the joys and sorrows of contemporary American society, from joyful moments at the marathon to political conspiracy crises, showcasing the complexity and contradictions of the nation. Briefing: how remote work enhances connections among colleagues. Summary *. New research finds that remote work can bring colleagues closer through video calls, as it allows glimpses into each other's personal lives. However, competitive relationships among employees may also emerge in remote work settings, requiring management to identify and address these dynamics. Additionally, companies need to reassess traditional recruitment and retention strategies, as many employees are leaving, imposing significant costs on organizations. Management should proactively understand the reasons behind employee departures and collaborate with HR to tailor job roles to individual development needs. Detailed content * 1. Remote work can enhance connections among colleagues. New research indicates that video calls allow colleagues to gain a more authentic understanding of each other's personal lives, fostering a sense of intimacy. This contradicts the common belief that remote work weakens colleague relationships. 2. However, competitive dynamics may also surface among employees in remote work settings. Some employees may exhibit nonverbal cues, such as frequent staring, microexpressions, and mimicry, suggesting secret competition with colleagues. Management needs to be vigilant about these signs and communicate with employees to maintain healthy team relationships. 3. Traditional recruitment and retention strategies have become ineffective. A significant number of employees are leaving, resulting in heavy costs for companies. This is due to the lack of work experiences that align with employees' personal development needs. Employees often feel stagnant, undervalued, and disconnected from meaningful work. 4. Management should proactively understand the reasons for employee turnover and collaborate with HR to customize job roles based on each employee's personal development needs. Only by genuinely meeting employees' advancement needs can companies better attract and retain talent. In conclusion, remote work can enhance colleague relationships but may also trigger competition. At the same time, companies need to reevaluate talent management strategies, proactively understand employee needs, and tailor roles for everyone to address the current talent turnover issue. Briefing: Vogue magazine's coverage of the Love Island beauty trend. Article overview *. Vogue magazine has conducted an in-depth exploration of the Love Island beauty trend that has gained popularity in recent years. This trend, originating from the appearance characteristics of participants in the reality show Love Island, has gradually influenced influencers, ordinary young women, and society as a whole. The article analyzes the causes and impacts of this trend from various perspectives. Key points *. 1. Characteristics of the Love Island beauty trend: overemphasized foreheads, thick eyelashes, slender facial contours, and full lips, presenting a standardized alien-like beauty. 2. Young women are spending significant amounts of money on cosmetic surgeries and injections to achieve this standard of beauty, influenced by reality show participants and social media influencers. 3. This trend reflects young women's obsessive pursuit of appearance and their desire for male attention. They believe that this standardized beauty can attract male interest. 4. Doctors point out that such excessive cosmetic procedures carry numerous risks, including facial muscle paralysis and blindness. Moreover, cosmetic surgery is not a viable solution for self-image issues. 5. The article's author argues that young women are overly focused on standardized beauty, neglecting their unique natural beauty. They seem more concerned with pleasing others than with self-acceptance. Summary *. Through its in-depth coverage of the Love Island beauty trend, Vogue magazine reveals the intense obsession of contemporary young women with appearance and the social psychological factors behind this trend. The article calls for young women to focus on their unique natural beauty rather than blindly pursuing standardized looks. Briefing for November 9, 2024. Trump's legal predicaments and Yellow Jackets Season 3 preview. Key points * 1. Trump has been re-elected as president in the 2024 election, but he still faces multiple federal and state criminal charges. Legal experts predict that Trump may utilize presidential immunity and delay tactics to ultimately evade criminal penalties. 2. Trump has also promised to pardon some participants in the January 6, 2021, Capitol riot. However, he still faces over $500 million in civil lawsuits. 3. The highly anticipated series Yellow Jackets will unveil more mysterious events occurring in the wilderness in its third season. Producers have revealed that the third season will address some significant questions that have long intrigued viewers, with a more intense plot development. 4. Vanity Fair magazine interviewed Yellow Jackets co-creator Ashley Lyle, who stated that the third season will be a pivotal turning point, with the production team already planning for 5 seasons. Summary * Following Trump's re-election in 2024, he faces multiple criminal charges but may use presidential immunity and other tactics to avoid punishment. Meanwhile, the much-anticipated series Yellow Jackets will reveal more mysterious events occurring in the wilderness in its third season, bringing significant twists to the overall storyline. Briefing: 2024 U.S. Presidential Election Overview. Article Summary * 1. Donald Trump is poised to return to the White House, marking an unexpected political rebound and a nightmare for America. The continuation of the Trump era will further exacerbate divisions in the U.S. 2. Despite this significant setback, participating in politics remains worthwhile. Rolling Stone magazine will continue to report on important news stories and monitor the extreme agenda of the Trump administration and its allies. 3. The U.S. institutions barely held up during Trump's first term, but they will face unprecedented challenges in a second term. Trump and his allies are preparing for a big lie repeat, including declaring victory on election night and filing numerous lawsuits. 4. The Democratic Party is also preparing, assembling a large legal team and mobilizing thousands of volunteers to oversee the election process at polling stations. Election officials in various states have also strengthened security measures to address potential unrest and threats. 5. Although mail-in voting has decreased this year, the counting process in Pennsylvania may again be delayed. Trump has already begun making baseless allegations about the state's election process. Overall, this briefing summarizes the potential challenges that may arise in the upcoming U.S. presidential election, particularly the various tactics Trump and his allies may employ to overturn the election results. The article highlights the most critical information points and succinctly summarizes the core content, achieving the desired balance. Briefing: Hidden symptoms of stress and their long-term effects. Overview ***. Stress is a pervasive issue that not only affects our emotions, but can also lead to several hidden physical symptoms. These symptoms include digestive problems, hair loss, decreased libido, skin issues, rapid heartbeat, high blood pressure, and increased appetite. In the long term, stress can negatively impact heart health, brain function, and fertility. Therefore, timely identification and management of stress are crucial. Key points ***. 1. Hidden symptoms that stress may cause. Digestive problems, such as bloating, constipation, diarrhea, etc. Hair loss. Decreased libido. Skin issues, such as acne. Rapid heartbeat. High blood pressure. Increased appetite. 2. Long-term effects of stress. Heart health, increases the risk of arrhythmias and coronary heart disease. Brain health, raises the incidence of depression. Fertility, may affect the fertility of both men and women. 3. Importance of managing stress. Timely identification of stress symptoms. Employing relaxation techniques such as meditation and exercise. Seeking social support. Maintaining a good daily routine. Summary ***. Stress can lead to various hidden physical symptoms and negatively impact heart health, brain function, and fertility in the long run. Therefore, timely identification and management of stress are vital. By employing relaxation techniques and seeking social support, we can better cope with stress and maintain our physical and mental well-being. Briefing: The huge potential for natural forest restoration in tropical regions. Article summary ***. 1. Research has found that 830,000 square miles of deforested land in tropical regions can naturally regenerate, an area larger than Mexico. Brazil, China, Colombia, Indonesia, and Mexico account for 52% of the potential restoration area. 2. If these deforested lands can naturally regenerate, it will enhance biodiversity, improve water quality and quantity, and sequester 23.4 gigatons of carbon over the next 30 years. A tropical rainforest can regrow within 1 to 3 years, form a fully closed canopy in 5 years, and reach heights of 80 feet in 10 to 15 years. 3. Natural restoration requires several conditions: cessation of agricultural and pastoral activities, sufficient organic carbon content in the soil, and proximity to existing tropical forests. This can promote seed dispersal and biodiversity recovery, forming a self-reinforcing ecosystem. 4. Governments and nonprofit organizations can use the data from this research to identify priority areas for cost-effective restoration. Local communities can also gain economic benefits through agroforestry practices while restoring forests. 5. Although these naturally restored forests have limited capacity to absorb carbon emissions, they remain an important tool for combating climate change and should be pursued alongside other technological solutions. In summary, the article highlights the immense potential for natural forest restoration in tropical regions, providing an important nature-based solution for addressing climate change and protecting biodiversity. It also points out the conditions necessary to achieve this goal and the roles of governments and communities in the process, offering valuable references for policy formulation and implementation. Briefing: VCU men's basketball defeats Boston College. Summary *. On November 9, VCU men's basketball achieved an impressive 80-55 victory over Boston College at the U.S. Naval Academy, showcasing outstanding defensive performance. VCU players maintained high intensity and focus throughout the game, limiting Boston College to just 29.3% shooting and forcing 17 turnovers. Several VCU players excelled, with Philippe Russell scoring 20 points, Joe Bamisile contributing 18 points, and Christian Fermin adding 12 points. VCU established a 13-point lead in the first half and continued to excel in the second half, ultimately winning by a 25-point margin. This victory not only highlighted VCU's defensive prowess, but also demonstrated the team's overall strength and spirit of teamwork. Briefing for November 9, 2024. Summary *. 1. Donald Trump has been re-elected in the 2024 election, becoming the 47th President of the United States. His second term will bring more radical policy changes across various areas, including government structure, foreign policy, national security, economy, and domestic affairs. 2. Trump's foreign policy is under scrutiny. He has stated that Taiwan should provide defense funding to the U.S. and has criticized NATO. His policies may impact the outcome of the Ukraine war, the situation in the Middle East, and America's position in the global landscape. 3. For Taiwan, U.S. protection during Trump's presidency may become more uncertain. Taiwan needs to strengthen its own defense capabilities while actively engaging with various stakeholders in the U.S. to influence Trump's decisions. 4. Experts believe that Trump's foreign policy is unpredictable and may bring unexpected changes to the situation in Ukraine. Regardless, Taiwan must be prepared for self-defense. 5. Overall, Trump's second term will significantly impact the global landscape, and countries need to closely monitor the situation and prepare for potential responses. Briefing: surging carbon emissions from private jets and mysterious planet formation disk in the Vega system. Key points * 1. Private jet carbon emissions *. Between 2019 and 2023, carbon emissions from private jets increased by 46%. Just 26,000 private jets emitted 17.2 million tons of CO2, equivalent to the annual emissions of 67 million people in Tanzania. Private jet emissions account for 1.8% of total aviation emissions, but these emissions primarily come from a small number of super-rich individuals. The study suggests implementing carbon taxes or landing fees to curb high emissions from private jets. 2. Mysterious planet formation disk in the Vega system *. 40 years ago, humans first discovered a planet formation disk around Vega. Recent research found no large planets present in this famous disk, leaving scientists puzzled. Observations from the Hubble and James Webb Space Telescopes show that the dust disk around Vega is very smooth and mysterious, differing significantly from other known dust disks. This discovery challenges existing understandings of the planet formation process and prompts scientists to rethink the diversity of exoplanetary systems. Summary *. This article explores two pressing astronomical and climate issues. On one hand, the high carbon emissions from private jets raise public concerns about social equity and environmental justice. On the other hand, the mysterious planet formation disk around Vega sparks new scientific inquiries into the planet formation process. Both issues warrant ongoing attention and in-depth research. Briefing for November 9, 2024, Smithsonian Magazine. UNLV Rebels Offensive Unit. The UNLV Rebels Offensive Unit has performed exceptionally this season. After losing Matthew Sluka, newly appointed offensive coordinator Brennan Marion has led the team to 5 consecutive victories, averaging 41.4 points and 420.2 yards per game. Marion previously set a record of 31.9 yards per reception at the University of Tulsa, combining a triple option offense with a rushing attack to create an efficient go-go offensive system. In this system, quarterback Hajmalik Williams has become the team's core player, not only as the top rusher, but also with 12 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns. Additionally, wide receiver Ricky White III has played a crucial role in this offense, catching 52% of the team's receptions. UNLV Rebels Defensive Unit. The UNLV Rebels defensive unit is overseen by coordinator Mike Scherer, who employs a 4-2-5 defensive scheme. Middle linebacker Jackson Woodard is the defensive anchor, consistently finding the right position on every play and achieving impressive stats with 116 tackles and 9 sacks. Cornerback Jalen Catalon is also a key member of the defense, capable of blitzing and double-covering receivers. The entire defensive unit has performed well, recording a total of 10 sacks in the last 3 games. University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors Offensive Unit. The University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offensive unit has adopted an air raid offensive philosophy in their last 2 games, incorporating elements of rushing attacks. This new offensive system has significantly improved the team's explosive capability and time of possession. Quarterback Braden Shager noted that these new offensive elements have put more pressure on defenses. Additionally, the team has added tight ends to the roster to provide more blocking options. University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors Defensive Unit. The University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors defensive unit is managed by coordinator Dennis Thurman, who employs a straightforward defensive strategy. Key players on the defense include edge rushers Elijah Robinson and Jackie Johnson III, who have collectively achieved 10 sacks in the last 3 games due to their explosive power and impact. Cornerbacks Cam Stone and Caleb Brown's excellent man-to-man coverage also bolsters the overall performance of the defensive unit. In summary, both the UNLV Rebels and the University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors have demonstrated outstanding performances on both offense and defense, warranting attention.